Hey, we're out here fishing with my friend Justin, who's actually behind the camera right now, and our kids, and doing a little bluegill fishing out of their little pond behind their place. And last night we were doing a little fishing. We saw all these largemouth chasing these schools of sunfish. So what we thought we might do is let's try to catch a sunfish. And you got one, Nick? No. No, all right. And then what we're going to do is take a little mold of it, maybe make one out of Alumisol, and see if we can't catch a largemouth on it. Let's see how we do. Nice one, Nick. Good job reeling them in. What do you got? All right. Nice one, Nicky. Look at that. What do you think? You gonna get one too, Brian? All right, we're gonna try to get a little smaller one, then we're gonna try to make a mold of it, okay?
Okay.
Good job. You wanna touch them? Nice. Nice and shiny, huh? It's a little sharp, huh? All right, let's see him swim away, okay? We'll try to find a smaller one. Not many times do we fish for small fish, but today we are, okay? Good job, Brian. Is it a big one? All right, look at that.
Look at this one. I caught the same one.
You got another one? Is it his same, or is it his brother? So we're gonna mix up the putty until it's all purple. No swirls in it. We're gonna roll it into a ball, and then we're just gonna wrap it around our little bluegill here. This will give us a nice mold. We'll be able to run up to the garage, pour some Alumisol, hopefully have a good, nice little largemouth bait.
Mickey, goggles? Are those my goggles? Yeah.
Within a few short minutes, this will set up. We'll have a nice looking mold. So our silicone putty's set up. Let's kind of just slice the mold open just a little bit till we get to our fish. See where it's at. There we go. We have a nice mold of our fish. And now we're going to mix up some Alumisol. Maybe add a little bit of soft plastic, maybe some microbloons and some coloring dye. We'll cast a few. Let's see how it works. Alright, our Alumisol is about ready. I'm going to actually embed a hook into this and just pour around it, incorporate it right into the bait. So our Alumisol looks ready. We're just going to pour a clear one first. What we're going to do, you can see, I'm going to take and just poke the hook right through where the fish's mouth is, and I'm just going to leave the hook right up in the mold, similar to this. Alright, now we're going to take the soft plastic, pour it in there. We need to make sure it gets all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to kind of burp it a little bit. Continue to pour it. As we squish this back, the excess will come out. We'll hold it just for a few seconds until it cools, and we'll demold it, see what it looks like. Alright, I just took the first one out of the mold and we trimmed it up just a little bit. The tail didn't fill, so we might split the mold open a little bit more to get it all the way down. But other than that, it looks pretty good. We have the nice bluegill pattern, we have the fins that actually came out. The back fins and the tail are actually pinched down a little bit, but our hook's in there. It's good. I think it's pretty much ready. We're going to cast a few more, And we're going to go try them in the lake, see what they look like. Alright, the first one we poured, we short poured it. The tail didn't quite come out. Everything else is actually pretty good. So we split the mold open a little bit more. We just put a little bit of yellow dye. I'm going to add just a little bit of blue dye in here. We're going to swirl this up a little bit, maybe kind of do a more of a natural color. See what it looks like. Alright. We're just going to pour this one without a hook this time. We'll wait about 5-10 minutes till this cools down. We'll see what it looks like. Alright, so we brought the mold down. We're going to take the fish out, or casting. And you can see how we have a nice, good casting. We'll trim it up just a little bit and we'll have a great little bluegill imitation right here of our original fish. We'll trim it out with scissors. There we have our little bluegill. Good bastards. They don't have a chance to see it real well. Oh, I missed it. How's that for a little bluegill imitation? Basically just twitch it across the top of it. Largemouth come up and hammers it. Not too bad. You can see here too, we just took a Sharpie and actually put a, whoa, sorry fish. Whoa. There he goes. You can see we took a Sharpie and just put a few small imitations there to give it a little bit of color. We're out here throwing top water for largemouth. This is great.